but you're about to save $331, as in $331 from one of our most popular, most luxurious, high-end skincare brands on QVC. It's the one that, like, people aspire to put into their makeup bags and their skincare drawers. And here's why. Take a look. This is just one product in our today's special value today. We're going to give you 4. This is just the Ageless Eye Cream. And just the Ageless Eye Cream is almost worth the entire value of the today's special value. But look at what it's done to her eyes in just 1 week. Now with this today's special value, though, it's a little different than we've ever done from TATCHA, because not only are we going to give you that product that completely smoothed out her eyes in just 1 week, we're going to help you cleanse your skin, but we're also going to help protect your skin from further signs of aging and damage from the sun. And that's a big first in this today's special value. So let me take you through what you're going to get. And I'm going to start right here. This is the coveted Customer Choice Award winner Rice Polish. We're going to do this in a variety, all of the formulas. And we're going to tell you about those formulas in just 1 minute. This is the classic. It's good for everybody if you just want to start here. We're going to give you the Rice Polish. This Rice Polish on its own is normally $68. Then we are also going to give you this, the Silken SPF from TATCHA. Usually this exclusive size would be over $106. Now I'm going to skip one and come right here to the Ageless Eye Cream. This Ageless Eye Cream is another $109. And then right here, the Ageless Enriching Renewal Cream. So that's your moisturizer. This on its own is $198. Well, for about $50 less than just this, you get it all. You are saving $331, but what you're really saving is your skin, because TATCHA is not just about a product here and a product there. TATCHA is about building a skincare ritual to cleanse your skin, protect your skin, and make your skin look its very best. So I'm really, really excited to have Jennifer Herr here, and she's going to walk us through how to pick our choices with the Rice Polish and so much more. But Jennifer, come on out. I'm so happy to see you.
You too. Hi, Sandra.
It's good to see you. All right, so let's just start. First of all, it's a wild value. Thank you. You're giving us the big birthday gift.
I'm so excited.
So we can give it to you. A $331 savings. All you have to do is pick which formula you want in the Rice Polish, and it's super, super easy. Let's go through them.
All right, so the first one we have here is the classic. This is going to be for about 95% of you guys. This is combo to normal skin. If you don't know where to go right here. Then I'm moving on to the purple jar here. This is the gentle. If you have dry skin and you want something a little bit more targeted, that's where you're going to go. The third one you see is the calming indigo in the blue jar. So if you have ultra delicate skin, very, very, angry, reactive skin, you're going to go to the calming indigo. It's got indigo extracts in there. If you are looking for maybe pore appearance is a concern for you, or you just want a little bit more oil controlling properties, go to the deep. That's actually what Sandra uses.
That's what I use. I love that deep because I tend to get like more congested pores around my nose and my T-zone, and I feel like that deep just gets in there, cleans it all out, and makes my skin so smooth.
Yeah.
WWD called the Rice Polish one of the 100 greatest skincare products of all time.
That is such an
honor.
honor.
Think about the thousands of skincare products that have come out in the market. This was named one of the greatest of all time. Why?
This is the most iconic. So it's probably been around the longest. I think the cleansing oil and this were the first ever to launch on QVC. Sold out. It's the first product that I ever tried that made me fall in love with the brand, and it just works. This is a water-activated enzymatic treatment. So when you first get it and dispense it, by the way, you need only about half of this amount. It's a powder.
A little goes a long way.
Look at this finely milled powder, but there's rice enzymes and papaya enzymes, not yet activated, but when you go to add the water, you're going to a beautiful, creamy lather. Do you see how all of those powder granules just completely dissolved? And I'm getting this beautiful foam. This is what is actually exfoliating the skin. So it's not anything scrubbing. There's no manual little nut husks and scrubbers and sugar scrubs in here that are scratching your skin. That can also be creating micro tears, abrading the skin. That's not what's happening here.
Yeah, in fact, if you feel any of the, any grit or any kind of grains, you actually need to add more water. It should feel like a cloud going on your skin. So it feels very gentle and foamy and lovely.
Yeah.
But if you saw the information on the screen about the expert grader, can we pop that up again really quickly? Because I think it's so important that by just doing just this in the morning, every single person who used this, not they thought that it worked. No, with an expert grader actually looking at their skin, they had an improvement. Every single person's skin texture, appearance of pores, radiance, softness, and suppleness, just from what I use as my morning cleanser.
One use. One use.
Time.
And you can feel it. Here's the thing. You're going to go through this weird emotional phase. You're going to put it on. You're going to say, oh, this is nice. I don't think I'm doing anything for my skin. Then you're going to think, oh, I wasted my money. And then you're going to rinse it and realize, holy cow, my skin is so much softer.
It's going to take you on a real journey in about 30 seconds.
It's going to be a bit of a roller coaster.
Because when you rinse your skin, it's going to feel so smooth, and it's not going to be your imagination. An expert grader came up, could tell. So that is the rice polish.
Yes.
Truly, it is, this type of exfoliating is really one of the most essential elements of the TATCHA skincare ritual.
Yes.
In fact, actually, all of these products were all inspired by these time-honored traditions of the geisha. But I understand the geisha, like here's a geisha here. They had they were working with these giant boxes of like hours worth of skincare.
Yes.
And your founders, Vicky Tsai, said, there's got to be some science in there.
Yes. Yeah. So she basically went to the geisha. That was Toshimana. We know her personally. We've studied with her, and a lot of the beauty secrets that we've been really honored to learn from came from her. And Vicky's, you know Vicky's story.
Can I tell one fast story?
Please.
And I know we've got like so much to get through, but I haven't told this much on air, and I think it's so interesting. In 2018, I was in Kyoto, and my family had this incredible honor. We got to meet a real life geisha. That is a true story. I should post the pictures sometime.
So
it was really cool. But through a translator, we were talking about like what I do for work, and she's very polite. She was going down to like their fancy 5-star hotel in Kyoto in their spa and buying TATCHA.
Wait, you never told me this.
Yes, I have. I told you that.
You never told me that
I'll
one.
show you the picture after the show.
Yeah, please.
I don't remember what product she was using. Maybe I didn't even know then, but I'm telling you right now, she was using TATCHA. I met a geisha who uses TATCHA. I'm gonna post the pictures, you guys. It's a true story. I'm posting the pictures. 2018 Kyoto in the summertime. So it's interesting because the skincare was based. I can't believe I never told you that. The skincare was based on the geisha, but the geisha now use TATCHA.
Yes.
So if you're just joining us, this is a big moment as we celebrate our 39th birthday on QVC. You are getting that rice powder called WWD, Women's Wear Daily, called one of the greatest 100 skincare products of all time. You're getting the sunscreen, first time ever in a Today's Special Value, and very thoughtfully put in here, and we'll talk more about why we needed it in here for you. But let's talk about the Ageless Renewal Cream, and then we'll get to the eye. This Ageless Enriching Renewal Cream on its own is $198. For less, about $50 less than just this one product, you get them all. A $481 value that you're getting home for 5 easy payments of $30. Okay, let's talk about the Ageless Enriching
My
Renewal
favorite
Cream.
moisturizer ever. I mean, this is truly the best moisturizer. I'm not just saying that because I work for TATCHA. This was a moisturizer that first, when I had to kind of make this like tutorial video with it, I was like, I'll do it for the video. This is all you really need. I'll do it for the video, and then I'm just gonna go home, take it off, because I think it'll be too rich for my skin. I don't need it. I was blown away by just my skin within the 30-minute span from when I taped it to when I got home and I looked in the mirror. I never looked back since. This is truly the most universal. Every person, if I really like somebody, I'm gonna give them this.
Well, and here's why. So if you've always wanted to try it, maybe you didn't want to spend $198. Well, guess what? For about $50 less, you can get this entire Today's Special Value. But this is after one use.
This is Miss Lisa. This is 15 minutes after she's applied our entire ritual. So we're talking about the polish, this Ageless Enriching Renewal
Let's hold on
Cream.
the before for a minute. So I just want you to see, she's got beautiful skin, but watch how those lines and wrinkles just kind of soften dramatically. That's after just one use, but it's not about the one use wow.
Correct.
It's about what keeps happening to your skin as you use this, right?
I love this before and after. I was
amazing.
shocked. I know how well these products work. I love them, but when you just see it for yourself on models, like, look at this.
Okay, so immediately after, it's the infusion of moisture, right? And all the products that give you that temporary appearance of more plump skin. But then after a week, now you're starting to see fundamental changes to the skin. I love after one, look at that.
The forehead. And that's a hard area to treat, I think.
Yeah, well, it's an area that a lot of people think there's nothing they can do about it.
Correct. But these are timeless rituals, classic ingredients, botanicals that were hand-selected intentionally, and we marry it with science, and this is why I love TATCHA so much, and I trust TATCHA. It's a brand that has worked for me worked for hundreds of people, and you can just see how amazing their skin looks.
Well, and look at this after 1 week.
Yeah, look at her skin, kind of the crepiness, the texturing, and just 1 week later, this is 7 days of using it morning and night. Her cheeks are smoother. All of those little divots are completely smooth.
She did not get to use the ritual that we're giving you. In order to take these before and after pictures, she could only use the Ageless Enriching Renewal Cream, and the results were amazing. But can you imagine if she started her day with the rice powder, right?
This actually is the
Oh, it is.
entire.
Oh, thank you so much for
yes,
correcting
yes.
me. Okay, so this is the whole thing.
Yes, it is, and you can see how the eye
you
cream.
got new before and afters
we
for our today's special value using everything. Yay! That is incredible. So that's the ritual. Wow, wow, wow.
Isn't that insane?
Yes, that's actually
Her under
wild.
eyes, like the eye cream, the cheeks, the texture, everything you want from an actual ritual for your skin, you're getting in this 4-piece kit.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
I'm so glad you got those new before and afters. You can see the entire
Sorry
thing.
for the misunderstanding.
No, please. Okay. But it's all from the Japanese geisha, who are incredible artists who only perform a select time for a couple times a year. And when they perform, they have very white makeup on, which would enlarge every pore,
Correct.
every imperfection in the skin. Tell me, what are we looking at here?
So this is a book from 1813. It has all of the beautiful beauty secrets of the geisha women. Now here's the thing. Geisha women live in a secret society back in the day, and they never passed down their beauty secrets as like a written book. It's not, there's no instruction manual. They pass it through oral tradition, which is simply verbally telling somebody. However, one time in 1813, there was a historian that was just writing everything that was happening during that time. And because the geisha women were it girls of that time, he happened to just write down everything they were doing. So this is the only written account of
wild.
what the Asian women were doing.
So what's really cool is not everything they were doing worked, but a lot of it did.
Absolutely.
So Vicky Tsai, the founder of TATCHA, took that book, had it translated. In a lab in Kyoto and Tokyo, they figured out what actually worked and brought modern science still using these incredible ingredients. So she's washing her face right now and exfoliating all in one step.
That's right.
With the rice polish.
Yes, and I have to also tack on to that point. Vicky Tsai, our founder, sold her engagement ring to get that book. Just an FYI.
She sold everything she owned.
Yes, couch, shoes, everything. But Amy just finished the pause.
How about the story where her husband, Eric, who is a very nice guy, he was sitting at his desk chair and she said, stand up. She took a picture of his chair and put it on Craigslist. She sold every single thing she owned to get that book. It's really incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, as I'm telling that story, let's talk about what we're seeing here.
So Amy just finished washing or exfoliating her face with the rice polish, polishing her beautiful skin to get rid of all of those dead skin cells so that when she applies this moisturizer, her skin is drinking it in. You can immediately see the radiance. And that wasn't really, I don't even think that was a solid minute. Like, she did it so quickly.
She also didn't use a lot with TATCHA. These are concentrated ingredients. There's not a lot of filler. Everything is jam-packed with something called HADASEI-3 that we're going to talk about. So don't use so much. You don't want to waste it. You want this to last at least 3 months. Now she's putting on her eye cream.
Which, yes, by the way, you can see that Amy is dotting it. And this is how we would recommend you apply it. This is a 360 eye cream, so it goes underneath the lids, above the lids, and it glides on. This eye cream, it is the eye cream to get. So listen closely. If you have concerns around the eye, or if you have an eye cream that hasn't been working, if you are serious about this area, this is the eye cream that you want. Like, you need to get this. It's not a joke.
You've got several different eye creams and they're all really beautiful products. This is the top tier, the most luxurious eye cream TATCHA makes.
Yeah, like if you're serious about it, stop messing around, get this one.
This is the one.
Yeah.
So this is the Renewal cream, the Enriching Renewal cream. This on its own for your face is usually $198. This is the top tier moisturizer in the brand. They have others. This is one that, like, you know, for if you really want to change your skin. I would say this at night, maybe the Dewy. I love that Dewy.
Oh, the Dewy's great, yes.
Coming up. But this is their top tier moisturizer. This is their top tier eye cream. We've told you about 2 of the products. I want to move on to the eye, but first, look at this value. If sold separately, almost $482. You are saving $331 and getting it home for $30, for less than the cost of the Aging Enriching Renewal Cream, which is $198. You're getting this entire thing. So for about $50 less than just one product, you get them all. Can we show the eye before and afters?
Please, please, let's do it. Because I could tell you how great this is, but when you see the results, they will speak for themselves. It is 7-day results. Take a look at Miss Debbie. Wow.
Now see, Tatcha's great for women of all ages, but she looks like a relatively young woman.
Yes.
But where you see the signs of aging most often first is around the eye, and look what this did.
And the
After
eye area is
7
so
days.
thin too, and it's delicate. You have to get the right formulations, you have to get the right ingredients, and we nailed it.
Look at this next one.